Imagine sending a message across the world in less than a second. But humanity didn't start here. Our journey of communication began with nothing but sounds, gestures, and fire. Thousands of years ago, early humans used body language, hand signs, and simple vocal sounds to warn, to guide, and to survive. Communication was not a luxury, it was life itself. When tribes needed to speak across long distances, they used drumming, whistling, and smoke signals. Echoes in the wind became the earliest long-range messages. Inside dark caves, humans left their stories on stone walls, hunts, dreams, fears, and victories. These paintings were the first messages meant to outlive the people who made them. Around 5,000 years ago, everything changed. Humans invented writing. Suddenly, ideas could travel beyond a single moment. Knowledge no longer depended on memory. It could be recorded, stored, and passed through generations. Clay tablets came first, carved carefully by scribes. Then papyrus and ink allowed messages to become lighter, longer, and easier to share. Writing became the blueprint of civilization. But writing alone wasn't enough. Kingdoms and empires needed ways to send messages across vast lands. This gave birth to early postal systems, runners sprinting across deserts, riders carrying scrolls across mountains, and ships crossing oceans with letters that held critical commands. These networks were slow, but they connected millions of lives, ideas, and decisions. Communication became the foundation of governance and trade. Then, in the 1400s, came a revolution made of wood, metal, and ink: the printing press. For the first time, books were produced in large numbers. Knowledge was no longer reserved for the elite. Ideas traveled further, faster, and the world began to awaken. The spread of printing transformed science, education, religion, politics, everything. Human communication scaled beyond anything imagined before. Centuries later, electricity changed communication forever. The telegraph was the first technology to move information faster than any human could travel. A message that once took weeks could now reach in minutes using dots and dashes. For the first time in history, the world felt smaller. Then came a miracle of sound: the telephone, a human voice carried across wires. Emotion, tone, laughter, fear, everything could now travel instantly. People didn't just send messages anymore, they connected. The 20th century brought the era of invisible waves. Radio allowed voices to travel across continents without a single wire. Music, news, and stories reached millions simultaneously. Then, television added pictures to sound, bringing distant worlds into people's living rooms. For the first time, humanity experienced events together. As the world entered the digital age, computers arrived. They processed information faster than any human could. Emails replaced letters. Data became the new language. Communication moved into screens, keyboards, and networks. Then came the greatest leap: the internet. A global web connecting billions. Every computer became a doorway to the entire world. Distance disappeared. Conversations became instant. Anyone could share ideas, images, videos, and dreams at the speed of light. Then, communication made its way into our pockets. The smartphone became our camera, notebook, messenger, teacher, and companion. We stopped going online because we were always online. Social media changed not just communication, but culture. Every person became a broadcaster. Every voice could reach millions. Today, we step into the era of intelligence. AI transformed communication again, translating languages instantly, generating images, summarizing ideas, assisting conversations, and even predicting what we might need. Communication is no longer just fast. It is becoming intuitive, personal, and deeply interconnected with technology. From fire signals to fiber optics, from cave drawings to artificial intelligence, communication is the story of humanity. It shaped our societies, our technologies, and our future. And now the next chapter begins. A world where humans and machines communicate together. A world where ideas travel instantly. A world where connection has no limits. This is the journey of communication. The journey that made us who we are.